ClaretsTV's been to Chelmsford City manager Robbie Simpson after the defeat here to Peterborough in the FA Trophy. Robbie, a disappointing afternoon for us there.
Worse than disappointing. That has really hurt me, that one. I mean, the fans walking off at half-time saying it was useless were absolutely bang on, and full credit to them. When we came out for half-time, they were singing their hearts out, trying to get something out of our team, and we didn't give them enough for that loyalty that they showed, and at the end they called us useless, and they were absolutely right to do that. It was up there with the worst games I've been involved in at the club, let alone as a manager. And we had some bad ones when I was a player. I think of that Corinthian Casuals game, for example. The only difference is that we may be playing. Well, we are playing a team at the same level as us. But to be honest with you, that is. It was dreadful, and I'm the manager. It's my fault. It always lies on me. I always brunt it, and Saturday was totally on me. Really, last Saturday against Dorking was totally on me. I got it wrong in terms of giving the players license to decide how they wanted to go about the game defensively last Saturday, and I shouldn't have done. I should have been the leader and told them against a good Dorking side, and I got it wrong, and then my changes were totally wrong. And today it lies on me because I pick the team, I set the tactics, I try and implement the tactics. If a player on the pitch doesn't get the tactics right and doesn't do as instructed, it's on me for not making them aware and giving them clarity on what they should be doing and where they should be being, particularly defensively, because we look a shambles defensively. We've only conceded 2 goals today, one with the last kick of the game, but we look an absolute shambles defensively, which isn't what we're about as a management team at all. And we need to do better with this new group of players to make them look more solid. And people can say, and people have said to me, but you're missing loads of players. I don't want sympathy. I want our players and our depth of squad to be better. And I want us as a management team to get better out of these players. We are losing patience because we've tried every which way to get through to some players, putting an arm around them, giving them a rollicking, giving them less detail, simplifying things, and we are losing patience, and there will be changes without doubt. Even prior to today's game, actually, there has to be changes, because it's quite clear that some just aren't getting it, or aren't responding the way that we wanted them to respond to, or take on detail the way we work. And we've given them plenty of chances out. It is a day that that I'll remember, and in my head right now, the only way to move forward is to change things, and we'll be working. It's good that we haven't got a game this week, because we'll be working full throttle to bring in players that can take on information the way we give it, and more importantly, fight for the badge on the football club. And unfortunately, I can't give them that. That's something intrinsic, that when a loose ball drops, you grit your teeth, you bow down, and you make sure you fight against the opponent you're against to get to that loose ball. If there's a bad, that's another thing. We don't look like a team. We look like a bunch of individual babies. And again, that's on me. I pride myself in getting a real togetherness in a group. We allow them we force them to have socials every month together to get that team spirit. And we're not getting that right, because we don't look like a team. We don't look like a team that are going to fight for each other. They're going to make a bad pass into a good one. We're giving up on each other. and you can't ever give up. I'm disgusted that I've seen one of my teams look like that, to be honest with you, and obviously I need to look at myself in that, allowing that to happen, allowing a team to look like that when it's my team. Essentially, it's not good enough from me, and things have to change.
And I suppose we're lacking a bit of confidence at the moment, and we keep conceding really early in games and giving us a hill to climb every time. An individual error in the first few minutes, and their striker finishes it well.
Can't keep chasing games. Can't, Paul was sick as a dog, really, so that might be on me as well, to be honest with you. But I knew that I needed his pace and power against their pace and quick strikers and powerful strikers. But Paul's been brilliant for us when he first came in, but he's having a bad time in recent weeks, and today, obviously, with the illness, that kind of amplified things, really. But he wasn't the only one. There's detail that before that was just not good and not good enough, and it's not good enough from everybody involved in the team at the minute. The club's doing great things. Spencer and his team are doing great things off the pitch. The fans have been brilliant. The numbers at home are rising, and now we need to play our part. Because the last 2 years, maybe the team have been the one that have been leading the way for the football club, and now we're not doing that. So we need to buck our ideas up and move forward with the club.
There was some improvement in that second half. Early stage, we had a few headers wide, or didn't quite make the most of it, flashing across the goal. But I suppose that spell didn't last for long, and then they grew in confidence more and created a few chances to finish it, which they eventually did.
No conviction. We huffed and puffed. There was a bit of an improvement, but it couldn't have got much worse than the first half in terms of that. There was a bit more commitment, a bit more urgency. No conviction. We're glancing headers. I see that we need men that are going to head the ball, put their head through the ball. That actually sums us up at the minute. We're flicking headers and flicking things rather than gritting our teeth and heading through the ball. That sums us up. We look like a bunch of weak boys that if we can't play pretty nice football without a team going to lay a glove on us, then we're going to really struggle. And I'm really, really worried with the current squad that I'm going to be able to get that out of them. So yeah, changes ahead.
Yes, and then we've got a free week because it's been a bit of a grueling schedule with a few midweek games the last couple of weeks, and so glad to get a couple of training sessions. Obviously, some work on the phone, and then a tough game at Worthing next week.
Don't get much tougher than away at Worthing, but we've had a good record there recently. I think we won the last two seasons we've gone there since they've been promoted. We know what they're going to be. But we'll get felt if we perform like we have done in the previous few games.
Okay, thanks for your time, Simo, and we'll see you next Saturday.
Thank you.